Alright guys, and we are back with more Spellsums in a row where we left off. In last episode, I was so giddy and so happy about those crazy new arts that we learned. I just remembered that we in fact did not do all of the quests. Because we have the quests right here. So I was like, oh Jesus. So with that being said, we're gonna go to Ursula Road. We're gonna take the bus to St. Ursula College, and we're gonna act accordingly. So yeah, I made the. Oh man, this music! I forgot about this Pokemon music, man. Can I really trust them to come all the way for a request like that? Perhaps I should have asked. The bracer yield after all. Either way, I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for such a simple errand. Hard to get a word in edgewise. Excuse me, sir. We're from the CPD department. SSS. Oh, you came. I've been waiting for you. Come now. Take a seat. Thanks. We're all right. Stand is just fine. Would you mind explaining the details of your support request, Doctor? Ah, yes, of course. Our request is simple, really. I needed to retrieve a certain herb that we use in our internal medicinal lab. It's called lupinous grass. Sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days. Lupinous, as in the Lupinous River, which flows through Crossbell City's harbor, right? Could be. So you want us to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here? No, not exactly. All I need for you is to obtain some from the Crossbell Cathedral. They should have a small reserve. That's crazy. I remember going there. That was like right after I've seen Ren. Archbishop Aralda has already agreed to my request, so I would like for you to go there as my representative to pick it up. I'd go myself normally, but I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment. I think we can oblige, Dr. Lago. You said Archbishop Aralda for the Crossbell, and it's crazy because I talked to her too, the Crossbell Cathedral. Come back here straight away. Is it like Zelda? Like it doesn't last long or something? The way he said that kind of scares me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't remember where the Crossbell Cathedral was. I want to say it's on Mainz. It's towards Mainz. I don't know why. I feel like it's towards Maine. Yes, it is. It definitely is. Yep, I was right. Here we go. Welcome to Crossbell Cathedral. What may I ask brings you all here today? You're Archbishop Beralda, right? We're the SSS of the CPD. We're here for one of the requests. Ah, on duty, are we? Yes, sir. We received a request from the doctor in charge of the internal medicine department, Mr. Dr. Laga. We believe he contacted you about getting a sample of the lupinous grass you have here. Fortunately, he's very busy back at St. Ursula, so we asked to get him in instead. Wait a moment. Lago? You did say Dr. Lago, yes? I, I did indeed receive a letter from him just the other day, but this is the first I've heard of such a request. There's got to be a mistake. Oh, there's no mistake. The reason for this is quite simple. I made it my prerogative to ignore every letter sent by this doctor of yours. What? But why? That's no business of yours. Besides, I already swore upon the goddess to uphold this solemn vow. Hey, Lloyd, something tells me Dr. Lago didn't exactly give us all the details. It would appear that they have a rather complicated relationship, but that kind of puts us in a tight spot, doesn't it? Still, we accepted the doctor's request. It's our duty to follow through, no matter how difficult the Archbishop may be. Excuse me, Aralda. What is it? We were informed by Dr. Lago that he intends to use all the herbs for internal medicine research. Considering how renowned St. Ursula is as a medical institution, I'm sure those herbs will go a long way in helping future patients. We don't intend to ask any personal questions about you or in the doctor's relationship. However, despite your differences, is it not at all possible to let Dr. Lago have some of the lupinous grass? Seems as though you four have misunderstood me. When did I say I wouldn't hand over the herbs? You will find the lupinous grass in my office towards the back of the sanctuary and on the left. If you tell Father Renton that you have my permission, he should supply you with the grass without any problems. Now I'd say this conversation has reached its end. Go on, get going. Thank you, sir. Well then, it took less convincing than I was expecting. Did we actually convince him to do anything in the first place? He sounded like he intended to give it to us anyway. Confused about that whole ordeal. Would it not be wise to pick up the lupinous grass before he changes? We definitely should. He said it was the office in the back left, right? Oh, how can I help you? This is the office of Archbishop Arada. You can't simply barge in here. Sorry about that, but we're the SSS of the CPD, you see. Ah, I see. If you already have the Archbishop's approval, then that's fine. Very well. Wait, just a moment. Just a minute then. Here, one sackful of the grass. If you've wondered about the name Lupinus, Wolf. I already knew that. By the divine wolves a long, long time ago. It could once be found in abundance near Crossbell City, but all the recent development has caused it to become scarce due to non-damn buildings. I think I remember my grandfather telling me the same story when I was little. Really? I never knew about it. It just raised another question. If the grass is so rare, why would Aralda just hand it over like this? Can't say I understand it either. I got the vibe that he's not the biggest fan of Dr. Lago. I admit, I am at least a little curious about this apparent drama between them. Are you talking about the love between the Archbishop and Lago? It's not really a secret around here. You see, before he was a doctor, Lago was originally studying to be a priest. Wow! Dr. Lago wanted to work in the church? There's nothing strange about that notion. When it comes to internal medicine, even the most cutting-edge medical science isn't too far off from healing techniques the Septian Church will often study. This is true. The Church is now first research into medical treatments and the like. But why exactly did Dr. Lago leave to join the medical college? Supposedly he was scouted out by the hospital's director at the time. Despite learning everything he knew about the general medicine from Aralda, he also had a strong ambition to take on the challenge of modern medicine, so he ended up leaving the path of priesthood. The Archbishop tends to be a bit hard-headed, so he's had trouble forgiving Dr. Lago for leaving the path of the clergy. Yeah. I get that. Lago's move probably felt like a stab to the back. Well, stubborn as the Archbishop may be, he knows when it's important to set aside his personal feelings for the greater good. The fact that he allowed you to have those herbs is a prime example. In other words, though he may scowl at the mere mention of Dr. Lago, he at least still has respect for his abilities as a physician. So, from what I'm hearing, those two do not have a complicated relationship at all. They, in fact, have an obnoxiously complicated relationship. Isn't that a bit too blunt to you? Either way, in the end, we got what we came for. Let's go and deliver these to Dr. Lago. Alright. Oh no, I don't have to do that. I'm right outside. Alright. Uh, 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 Oh, back already? Did you get the luminous grass like I asked? Yes, sir. Would you mind checking that everything's in order? Yes, this is exactly what I needed. You got my thanks. Well, I'm sure the Archbishop told you some stories. Thank you for taking it. Apparently, he did not even open you sent, Doctor. I knew it. I never received a reply, so I figured he must have never bothered to read it. So that whole thing about him agreeing to the deal was a lie. Well, it wasn't easy getting this stuff since we came with no appointment. I truly am sorry about that. It's hard to talk about these sort of things. Due to our strained relationship, I turned to the SSS to go in my stead. That's the truth. One of the priests there filled us in. Despite his stubbornness, I'm almost positive that Arata approves of the path you chose, Dr. Lago. Is that so? You know, I've always respected him. That much has never changed. Someday, when medical care has progressed and become more accessible, I'll meet with him to apologize and thank him for all he's done. Aww. I think he'd really appreciate that, sir. Anyway, you've been a great help to St. Ursula. If I need anything, I'll give you guys a call. Anytime, Doctor. Alright, that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Alright. Oh yeah, we definitely got to bus back here. I almost forgot. I wanted to find a way to fill the soldiers' bellies up quick, so I decided to hold our very own hot pot contest. But my word, the meat disappeared before I could even lay my finger. Manual labor really gets a girl hungry. Hey, why don't you join in on the next hot pot contest? I could teach you how to make one if you're interested. Wow. Wow, that's hilarious. It's crazy because it's like I feel like I've heard this song before, and it's not in this game either. Damn. So it seems like both of these people. Damn, how you get? Oh, I'm about to say, damn, get in this place. The other day, the people who call themselves members of the Fisherman Guild came and handed me a recipe for a fish hot pot. A stroke of serendipity in my book. Fish is pretty nutritious, dead ass. And I bet the guardsman would love to get a taste of it. Oh yeah, might as well teach you guys how to make it too. Sit down and enjoy it sometime. Damn. All these recipes I just found. Rixia Aeolia. Lynn is a master practitioner of Taito. Shoutouts to Angelica. Well, Zen did Taito too, but damn. She's the best the Crossbell Guild branch has to offer. Damn. I've heard that's the same martial arts that some high-ranking bracer from Calvary uses. Oh my god, they might be talking about Zen. That explains why Lynn here carries herself the way she does. We're heading to one of the guild branches in Calvary for some official bracer business. I gotta show off my skills in my home country, and I'm ready to scratch it. Now, it really make my day if there were some new eager recruits to whip into shape. Wow, Lynn, you're merciless. Naturally, being a bracer isn't something to trifle with. When I was training in martial arts, my teachers never let me slack, not even for a second. Damn. Have they not finished the inspections yet? I've already cleaned my plate. Wow. So they look plenty unique, so I had to hit them up. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. They look kind of unique. She said her name was Lynn. She does Taito, like Zen and Angelica, from Cold Steel. Angelica Rodner. Sexy babe with the leather outfit with the purple hair. Can't forget about her. Like, damn. When she finally got out of that tomboyish shit, I was like, oh god damn, she cleaned up. She cleans up. I was like, Jesus God. You wouldn't think she would look like that under that, but I mean, hey, it's what. Oh, they did say something about the IBC, didn't they? Damn, this place never fails to impress me. Yeah, it's enormous. I guess it's 10 stories high. Actually, I believe it's 16 stories. Apparently, the companies unaffiliated with the IBC are located on the 5th and 10th floors. Wow. Interesting. That's what I said. Indeed, there are a significant source of Crossbell's tax revenue. So what's the plan? We did show up without an appointment after all. Probably don't need that with Elie. We don't. Why don't we try speaking with the reception? She may be of help to us. Oh, Elie. fancy meeting you here. See you with your colleagues, so I can assume you're here for work. Yes, we are. There's something we'd like to look into. Did grandfather send you here? Yes. I went for a consultation regarding how to manage the office's operations. As you know, work will become much busier next month, so I'm trying to get a head start. I see, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, Elie, have you given some thought to what we discussed? Yes, I had. I apologize, but I'm not ready to resign from the floor yet. I said I accomplished my goal. And as long as that continues to be the case, I won't ever reach my full potential. I'm positive I'd only be a burden to grandfather the way I am now. Could you answer this at least? Is the road you've taken the only way for you to achieve this goal of yours? Is this goal even achievable in the first place? If you're just chasing a fantasy, all the efforts would be a waste. I won't deny there's a chance of that. However, the knowledge I've gained these last 2 months has broadened my horizons more than I could have ever hoped. I feel myself growing as a person with each new overcome. Had I followed your advice and immediately became one of grandfather's secretaries, I would have missed out on all of these valuable experiences. So, I have to apologize to you once more. I'm going to continue to work with the SSS as hard as I can until I reach my full potential. Damn, I think I skipped something on accident because I was holding the button. Well, at the very least, you're certain about your path. Does that mean? Yes, I won't press you any further. What a shame. Just when I thought I'd be able to bring on a capable aide. I suppose I was mistaken, though. Ernest. I have one small request of you, though. I would like for you to attend the anniversary festival opening ceremony next month. As much as I'd love for your mother to come, we know that won't be happening. I'm sure your father would be terribly disappointed if not even one of his family members showed up. I'll make sure to be there. Thank you for always thinking of my grandfather, Ernest. Well, I've been for years, after all. I even still think of myself as your teacher sometimes. This is a little bit the least I can do. Oh, would you look at the time? I didn't mean to take you all away from you. You'll excuse me, everyone. And please take good care of it. I got the impression that he worries about you a lot, Elie. Also, what was that about Ernest being your teacher? He tutored me when I was a child. Sadly, we haven't talked much since I left to study abroad. I assume he intends to become a politician. Correct. I think he plans to announce his candidacy for next year's diet election. It'll be difficult for him to win, though. I don't think he plans on joining either the Imperial or Republican factions. So he's a little politician in the making, huh? Gotta say, though, he's pretty built for a secretary. He practiced some kind of martial arts. He's an experienced fencer, if I can recall correctly. I heard that he also serves as grandfather's bodyguard because of his skills. Oh, I see. That explains why he's in shape. Wow, what do we have here? Damn. Grace! Her cute ass. Feels like forever since we last met. Yeah, when we were talking in Long Lao. The news about last month's incidents with those monsters left me speechless. Don't you worry, my friends. I know you've been busting your humps. Correct, please. Now that you mention it, someone else wrote that article. Yep, unfortunately, I was away from Crossbell at the time, covering a different story that needed the special pizzazz. I'm really sad I missed out on the chance to write about you guys again, though. You're my favorite subjects for sure. I think that may have been better for us in the end. Yeah, getting dunked on all the time by your articles can really wear a guy down, you know? Why can't you guys feel the boundless love I have for you? I'm like a mama bird watching her chicks grow up. Well, putting that aside, you do have business here, right? Oh my gosh, she looks so cute smiling like that. Do I detect hints of another sensational investigation blossoming? No, not at all. It's just your imagination. We're just here to look at a few things, that's all. Well, if you say so. And look, she looked mad now. Bro, I'm actually pretty busy myself, so I'll leave you guys alone for now. Catch you later, besties. Bro, her illustrations are cute. I ain't even lie to you. That lady is always marching to the beat of her own drum. She did not hound us as much as she usually does, however. She must be exceedingly busy. I would assume so. She has a lot of ground to cover with the anniversary festival coming up. It'd be nice if we could avoid having her. Oh Jesus! Don't tell me I've been part of the whole time. I'm gonna be back because like I ain't know I was still in the party and I'm up here recording that shit. Alright. Alright. Damn, that was random. I was not expecting that. Another on us. Well, whatever. Let's head on inside. We still need to see if we can get ourselves an appointment with the CEO. Yeah, let's go. Alright, let's walk with class. I love that if you hold the circle button, you actually walk like all the old RPGs. Like, it's so cool. Hello, the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, Emma! It's good to see you again. I see you brought your ass to the companion too. Thank you for helping us test our new service the other day. We couldn't have reached its current popularity without your efforts. Really? That's good to hear. I'm glad we were able to assist you. We'll be sure to rely on your help again when the time comes. Anyway, how may I help you today? Well, actually, I'd like to ask you, Lafe. Would it be possible to see Mr. Croy? Oh, you're not here to see Miss Croy? Right. I'm sorry we don't have an appointment set up. But even so, we'd still like to meet with him. Is he available today? Actually, it just so happens he's in his office right now. Will all four of you be meeting with him? Yes, we'd like to ask him a few questions regarding a certain incident. Oh, really? Understood. Please wait while I notify him of your arrival. Dang, leave it to Mademoiselle to have free pass to the C-suites. She really is from a different world as the rest of us, isn't she? I said this shit from the jump. Understood, I'll send him in. Mr. Crow will meet with you now. I'll issue a key card for the elevator. It's on the top floor. RBC ID card. Shall we board the elevator then? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Elie. You know. Well, let's head on up. Oh my goodness. Alright, so where's the elevator? I think this is where they came out of. CEO's office is on the top floor, right? By the way, what was that she gave you? It's just an ID card. Because of all the different businesses that operate out of this building, the IBC issues cards to access the appropriate floor. So it's basically a big fancy security system there. Almost feels like they're just using all the latest gadgets just because they can. Well, the IBC spearheaded the Crossbell City portion of the Oracle Network project after all. The scope of the project grew to its current size once the Crossbell government joined. I've heard speculation that the IBC provides approximately 60% of the funding. I've heard the same as well. I believe the government provides 30% while the Epstein Foundation provides the final 10%. Incredible. I didn't know they were shouldering more than half the cost. You told me Crossbell's most generous man's waiting for it, huh? Now then, I'll use the card, and that's where we need to go. Just crazy. Look at the view. You heard me say it. Look at the view. That's a million mirror view. Probably about what it cost them too. I visited the Epstein Foundation's office in this building, but it hardly compares. The view from this floor is exceptional. I absolutely agree. The CEO's office is at the end of the hallway. I think it'd be rude for us to keep him waiting after he agreed to meet us on such short notice. Good call. Man, I gotta explore, man. Fuck. Jeez, man. The door is locked. This is Bell's room, isn't it? Something the matter, Elie? Oh, it's nothing. Uncle's office is just down this hallway, Lloyd. We should go. Yeah, let's. Uncle Dieter, it's Elie. Oh, come in. He's the one with he's big, he's kind of built, and look, basically, they talked about him and Cold Steel like a bunch of times. He's the guy that's really big built. He's got the like blonde hair. He's got like the little yeah. That's him. That's exactly him. I wanted to say like I couldn't explain it. Oh wow, he looks hella younger. Damn, this is definitely him. He looks way younger though. Close to half a year, if I remember correctly. That sounds about right. Now I said he got blonde hair, and you know I ain't seen this part of the game, so this is all of this is blind at this point. But more importantly, I'm glad to see you're doing well, Uncle Dieter. My apologies for not having scheduled a proper appointment for you. Come now, don't talk as though we're strangers. You're my little girl's best friend, and the daughter of my own good friend as well. After all, this is a short family at this point. Thank you, Uncle. Think nothing of it. Now I've heard it from my dear beloved daughter that you've joined the CPD. Will these be your fellow officers then? Yeah, they are indeed. We're all part of the SSS. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings. I'm Randy Orlando. Tio Plato, how do you do? It's nice to finally meet the three of you. I've read all about you in the Crossbell Times. Yeah, that's him. Dieter Cross. I forget his first name. They said it in a Cold Steel 1, I think. Because they were talking about how they were, Crossbell was vying for independence and all that. And I forget his first name. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio, you said? We're all friends here, so don't feel like you need to call me Mr. Croy or anything like that. Just Dieter is fine. Wow. Okay. Were his teeth gleaming just now? They're so shiny, I can smell the mint all the way over here. But anyway, shall we get down to business? I believe you're here to ask me a few questions. Might I ask what they concern? Right. The thing is, we're trying to uncover the truth behind our current investigation, and as of now, fade to black. Okay. I think I understand your predicament. This Yin fellow sent an ore mill from the IBC to your office, did he? Correct. We suspect it was sent from the IBC's main terminal. There's a strong possibility Yin took control of the terminal in order just to do that. I see. To be perfectly honest, I have the utmost confidence in our building's security. Even more so when it comes to the terminal is on. Only a few authorized individuals can access it as is. Furthermore, you must have the proper authentication to operate the terminal. I know this may be rude to ask, but have any employees with the proper clearance been acting suspicious recently? Perhaps a recent hire or someone who's been acting out of the ordinary? Not that I can think of. I have the utmost trust in every single one of the employees with access. But that brings a thought, Lloyd. Have you explored any other possibilities? What does he mean by that? For example, what if I was pretending to be this Yin character, and I sent you the message? Whoa. Oh, whoa. You're joking, right? Uncle? Calm down, everyone. It's political, of course. Could you imagine the headlines if I had revealed that I act a legendary assassin? That goes without saying, but reality is hardly that outlandish. Right, of course. Uncle, I would appreciate it if you didn't scare us like that, even hypothetically. He is quite the practical joker. Look at him smiling. I apologize for the fright. I would give things a second glance if I were you. If one of my employees was truly responsible for sending you the order meal, given that only a limited amount of people have access to the terminal, wouldn't it implicate them? I suppose so. That is true. So we might need to consider the possibility of our suspects not with the IBC. Hey, Tia. The transmission between the IBC and SSS terminals. Would it be possible to match the location it was sent from? An interesting question. It is possible that the IBC's main terminal was hacked from an external source. Hacking? What the hell does that mean? I don't fully understand it myself, but I believe it's a technique used for the unauthorized operation of a terminal primarily by breaching one's security system. That is essentially correct. Any terminal connected to the Oracle network can theoretically be accessed by another terminal. You would need to be unbelievably talented and familiar with the technology, of course. People capable of accessing terminals through such means are known as hackers. The Oracle network is still in this testing phase, so there are a limited number of places that have access to terminals. Despite these limitations, we have already begun to encounter security issues. Interesting. Telling me, not only is this young guy some crazy assassin, but he's also one of these hackers. I don't think we should jump to conclusions. Though we should consider the possibility that the order mail was sent from elsewhere. I truly hope the situation is resolved without me having to doubt my loyal employees. More importantly, it poses a serious problem if the main terminal has been hacked. I have an idea. Would you like to enter the terminal room and investigate it for yourselves? Huh? Are you saying that? You sure that's okay? Of course! You may be able to find evidence of hacking if you examine the terminal yourself. I have the staff down there assist you in case you have any questions. That would be incredibly helpful, sir. Thanks, Uncle. We really appreciate it. My pleasure. Besides, as CEO, this is an issue I can't afford to overlook. And I must say, Elie, I get the impression your days have been quite fulfilling as of late. I had my reservations when I first heard that you decided to join the CPD, but it does seem like a job that will net you some very valuable real-world experience. That's what she said at the beginning of the game. So please allow me to aid you in any way I can. Wow. It's reassuring to hear that from you. I'm glad. Oh, and one more thing. Speaking of with the four of you face to face, I see even more potential than I did reading the articles about you. Wow. I like it. Oh wow. I'm sure you realize this already, but Crossbell is plagued with a rather unique set of problems, right? And then it's crazy because at the end, I want to say of Cold Steel 2, they sent him to jail. Because remember I said he was fighting for independence for Crossbell because the whole Calvert, the whole earlier thing, like, it's tough. And they just literally caught in the middle. And it's tough. It's tough. And I'm sure Elie is painfully aware of this as well. I believe that the most significant problem we face as a society is that justice has lost all substance. It has become a shadow of its former self. What do you mean, sir? Could you elaborate? The idea, the very concept of justice, has become nothing more than an empty vessel, lip service, if you will. Everyone has their own perspective, of course. Some even scoff at the mere mention of it, claiming there's no such thing as justice. Whatever their opinions are, however, one truth prevails. Oh my god. Humans are creatures that will, to our dying breath, chase after the ideal of justice. But why is that? Justice is the foundation of society, something that people can believe in. If criminals were not bound by that justice we call law, people will isolate themselves in the safety of their own homes, never to venture out into what they see as a dangerous world. If that were the case, any hope of a functioning society would disappear. While justice has become somewhat ambiguous in Crossbell, we still manage to live our lives. Damn, he's spitting, bro. Maybe so. Political corruption, the criminal underworld, the police cannot tame them. The economic prosperity we currently experience allows our citizenry to live their lives in comfort. Petty crime is at an all-time low because of it, but an unseen evil still spread across our land. And citizens who seek justice from the very core of their being, they silently cry out for it. Because no matter what shape or form justice takes, people will always pursue it just as they pursue the security that comes with society itself. And that is precisely where Crossbell's braces experience the popularity they do. Huh? But the safety of civilians above all else. They certainly do seem to be allies of justice. Ain't that the truth? I've already gotten the feeling Crossbell's worship the guild way more than any other country does. Yeah, it certainly does make sense. The extent to which racists can exercise justice is severely limited, however. It's simply impossible for them to resolve the injustices of the city. They're a bandage at best. That is why I expect great things from you. You may be the lasting cure Crossbell needs. Wow, I fuck with him! And they sent this man to jail, bro! So you're telling us we need to start taking down the bad guys in the place of the braces, huh? Oh, word, only that simple. No, that's not what I intended for you. It's clear to me that you four are pursuing justice in your own way. And I think it's important you demonstrate that to the people so they can see it for themselves. God, I fuck with this dude. Justice still lives on our Crossbell. You want us to give people a reason to believe that. Oh, I know exactly what I'm calling this episode. Exactly. And for that reason, every article that the Crossbell Times publishes on the SSS is vital to your success. False. That might be Elie. Oh, that's not Elie. You may still be young and inexperienced, and you may make mistakes from time to time, but I believe everyone will notice your earnest pursuit of justice. There will be some who don't take you seriously, yes. However, I sincerely doubt there will be many among Crossbell citizens who will oppose your work. In fact, I think quite a few people have already begun to place their hopes in the SSS, even if they may not show it yet. Look at me delivering a passionate speech in the heat of the moment. Yeah, used to, bro. Let's return to the issue at hand, huh? I believe I'll give you permission to go and inspect the terminal room. Yeah, that's right. We really appreciate that. Where should we go to access? Let me see. West. I have access, and normally I would gladly escort you there, but unfortunately I have many matters to attend to, so once our meeting is finished. Oh, our apologies. We didn't mean to take up so much of your time. Not at all, Elie. I quite enjoyed our chat. Shall I your employees? Ooh, young woman's voice. She sounds sick. That won't be necessary. Whoa! Is that it? Who is she? Oh! Oh, so you returned. Oh, she's gorgeous. Father, I just arrived moments ago. It's been too long, Elie. Cut it out, Belle. How long has it been? 2 months? 3? I'm surprised Randy ain't said nothing. She kinda cute. Have you gotten better, Elie? Have you been eating right? We can always fix that, no problem. I also see that your arms and legs have stretched up nicely too. Very impressive. It's only natural that I build some muscle given our daily routines. Because of that, I might have gained a few pounds, believe it or not. Oh, is that right? She like, where? Ooh, now that you mentioned it, I can feel all this new muscle. It feels amazing, I must say. Sushi will. Belle. Bruh. She's bold, isn't she? Thank you, ADOs. I would treasure this moment for the rest of my life. I get the impression that the relationship transcends your ordinary friendship. Mariabell, I know how much you enjoy your special brand of touchy-feely reunions, but I think that's enough for now. After all, our guests are quite busy today. Oh, my apologies. Everyone, allow me to introduce my friend. This is Mariabell Cross, Uncle Dieter's daughter and my best friend. These are my colleagues, Belle, Lloyd, Randy, and Tia. Now, enough of the introductions. I much rather inspect them myself. Randy gonna be like, you can touch me all you want. Huh? Look at Randy. What? Can I help you? Whoa, Tia! You passed, dear. You're as cute as a button. Oh my goodness. And you two failed miserably. What? Why? The hell? I'm as cute as a button too. Cuter even. The thought of you and you mangy mutts being by my dear Elie's side day in, day out is revolting. The goddess herself must be sighing. No, sobbing at this tragedy. Absolutely unacceptable. Did you just call us mutts? Calm down, Belle. And what's with your outfits? They're far too casual for someone of Elie's pedigree. You would at least have the decency to wear an appropriate suit. My outfit? Well, these clothes make traveling easier, like when we have to hike the mountains across difficult terrain. Did I ask for your excuses? Oh my god, she pissing me off already. You see, Elie, this is exactly why I didn't want you to work for the CPD. Why could you have worked for me instead? It would have been a much more worthwhile using your time and talent. That's enough, Belle. Yo, he moving. Yo. Well, my office has suddenly become a lively place. You're all about the same age, so I'm glad to see you're getting along so well. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to stop putting off my next appointment. Could you show our guests to the terminal room, Bill? The terminal room? Why do they need to go there? You can ask them for the finer details. Farewell, everyone. It was a pleasure. Oh. Tactical retreat if I ever saw one. Oh, Father. If you're ready, then you can lead us to... Hey, I wasn't finished with you yet. You there with the fiery red hair and loud orange coat. Do you honestly think that's acceptable? A built physique like yours, the best to be shown off in a suit like a real man. Who, me? Sorry to disappoint, but suits just ain't my style. I'm more into the casual look. Fits my effortless swagger better. Don't worry though, I may be a ladies man, but I never try to seduce Mademoiselle on a romantic moonlight night like your boy Lloyd did. Hey, excuse me! Randy, why? Can you not say it in such a misleading way? I failed to see what's exactly about the description was misleading. Besides, your mood has improved dramatically since last night. Tio, please! Oh, come on, Tio, not you too! Whoa! Is she picking him off the ground? Lloyd, was it? Can I elaborate on your friend's little story because there's something I'd like to know. What vile, lecherous things have you done to my sweet, innocent Elie? Is she picking him off the ground? I can see her feet. Bro, I think she grabbed this man. I haven't done anything to her. Bro. Elie, would you please back me up here? Bro, did she pick him up, bro? I think I understand the situation now. Show you to the terminal room, man. That would be lovely, Bill, if it's not too much trouble. Of course not, I do anything for you, Elie. So have we cleared up the misunderstanding? Whatever, I'm over it. So you're the SSL is to see what you're capable of. And whether or not you can prove to me that you're worthy of being Elie's colleague. Why is she only directing this at me? Man, you definitely just shot straight to the top of her shit list. My condolences. I think you had enough fun, Bill. Did you show us to the terminal room now? Okay, follow me. The terminal room was down on floor B5. Shall we go to the elevator then? She's a real piece of work. I promise she's not a bad person. It's just, I sometimes can't be sure if she's being overbearing or overly enthusiastic, or both. She and her old man sure make quite an intense duo, don't they? I suppose that is to be expected from for the family that owns the famous International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, that's my private room. Would you like to join me for some tea? It'll be my treat. So we're a little busy right now. Do you mind telling us to the terminal room first? Right this way, then. The elevator ahead. Yen wasn't. Exactly is his objective. We haven't been able to come to a conclusion yet, unfortunately. Got any thoughts on the situation, Lloyd? I'm sure you've probably figured out a thing or two already. I do act. I was wondering if Prater and the ore mill were in truth written by two different people. A forgery? What? I'm not sure I follow. It's pretty simple. Cancel all your performances of your upcoming show, or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Yen. The threat letter's phrasing is odd but straightforward. Meanwhile, if you recall the ore mill, Yen. Yeah, it's more direct. You see that? Yen hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission. It's a whole lot of I and a whole lot of me. The ore mill is written with an old-fashioned diction. Would you agree they read nothing alike? Right. I see your point. Now that you mention it, yeah. I was so shocked by the content of the ore mill that I failed to notice. And what do you make of all this? A few possibilities come to mind already. For example, what if Yen doesn't operate alone? His accomplice could have sent us this ore mill. Or perhaps Yen intentionally the two messages differently to throw us off. I'm sure there are other possibilities I could list too, but frankly, it won't help us much to keep throwing out theories at this stage. Well put. How interesting. Come again? We're almost there. Well, D5F is four houses. The IBC terminal room is right down the stairs. You really spared no expense securing this place, didn't you? Of course, we're considering storing all of our clientele's data here eventually. Since our safeguards against hackers are a bit thin at the moment, we have to put that plan on the back burner for now. That makes sense. We could have a national scandal on our hands if the client data protection. That's correct, and for that reason, we're still in the development stages. Isn't this Yuna? Some mind-blowing stuff. It's like I'm looking at the future itself. You guys really have all the most bleeding-edge tech you get crammed into this one building. This is Leia's model of information processing system developed by the Epstein Foundation. I believe Libero's high-speed cruiser also utilizes a similar system. You must be referring to the RSA. Oh my gosh. The systems they use are essentially the same, but there's one major difference. We've increased the processing power several fold to handle the vast network of information. The RSA. Incredible. Lady Mariabell. Hello, ma'am. Hello to you all as well. I trust the project is proceeding smoothly. Of course, all thanks to your continued support. Our recent simulations are proven to be extremely successful. Sorry, who are they? They're with the CPD. Oh, by the way, there's a possibility that our main terminal has been hacked into by an external source. Hacked? Well, Phil, mind explaining this to him? Fade to black. hacked into the network. Can't deny the possibility exists, but I'm in total disbelief that something like that actually happened. Oh, this should be impossible. I refuse to accept that someone out there could hack into our system this easily. If you're this adamant, then we'll have to assume that one of you two sent the orbital. So which of you two is Yin? Cough it up. What? No, neither of us is Yin. It must be a hacker then. The two of us are so worthless, that's the only explanation. He's being pretty hard on himself. Almost reminds me of Elie. I guess we know who holds the whip here at IBC. I thought she was Elie too for a second. The SSS terminal received the orbital around 3 a.m. Be a doll and look through the logs around that time period, okay? We'll look through them right away. Here it is. The orbital's encryption algorithm was cracked right under our noses. Just as we thought. Seems like pretty solid evidence to me that our hack was coming from outside the IBC. I'll check the point of access. Okay, the point of access is... Damn, no good, I lost it. So we still have no idea where the hacker managed to enter the system from. Right, whoever this is, they know what they're doing. They managed to get rid of any trace they'd even tamper with the system. The most I can confirm with complete confidence is that they used a terminal somewhere in the city. They're good, really good. May I use the terminal for a moment? Go ahead, sweetheart. Tio, was it? You can tinker with the system as much as you like. Thank you. I will begin then. Tio? Oh my! Attempting real-time control by multi-dimensional analysis. That bitch is a genius. Oh my god, she's amazing! What is this insane processing speed? Please support me too. Accessing all Crossbell terminals via administrative privileges. I'm transferring any suspicious login keys to me. Oh my god, we can handle it. Bruh. Hey, are you following any of this? Fuck no. Glad that you ain't the only one in the dark here. Now I see. Tio is an horrible staff user. While that impressive piece... Okay, did y'all hear the music? That shit sound like Streets of Rage. That shit like Streets of Rage for a second there. Wow, that... Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta find this. Maybe I could change my ending or something to like midway or something. Damn. This is clean. Ooh, do you hear that? Oh my god, this is fire. While the impressive piece of technology allows for the instantaneous use of our bars, since she's found a way to use it as a conduit for augmented control of terminals. You understand what's going on? Bill did study orbital engineering at the Epstein Foundation, so I'm not surprised. Say I know a thing or two about orbital technology. Uh-oh. Looks like they're about finished. Oh, hey. Have either of you found anything? All the logins on my side look clean. How about you, Clay? Bingo, I got it. Patrol Terminal 8 in the Geofront's B sector. We detected an unauthorized login from there. The Geofront? So our little rat snuck underground area right near the tree. You're mistaken. The location leads to the Geofront's A sector. And access by the hacker was in the Geofront B sector. Looks like somewhere underneath the northwest part of the city. Oh wow. The residential district and the entertainment district. What should we do, Lloyd? I say we head there immediately. City Hall should be responsible for all Geofront access. Let's start by asking the reception if we can borrow the key for that sector. Sounds like a plan, let's get moving. Seems like the truth of this case is nearly within your grasp. Certainly hope so. Couldn't have done it without your help. Mariabell. Thank you, Bell. You too as well. Us? Oh no. We better didn't think this girl is the real champion. She sure is. Great work, Tia. I can't pretend I have any idea what you just did, but you helped us without a doubt. Good job, Tia. That's our Tio type. She always pulls through for us. I don't believe I did anything extraordinary. Besides, I'm a member of the SSS too. It's the least I could do. Not extraordinary, she says. I have a proposition for you, Tio. She wants you to work. I want you to work for me. How would you and Elie like to work for me, bruh? Come on, Bell. You trying to poach our talent? I kind of prefer if you didn't. We need the whole team together, you know. I'll settle down. I was just kidding. Anyway, once you manage to solve the case, do fill me in on the details. I'll leave that key card in your hands for the time being. It'll give you access to the tour as well as this one. Make sure you make use of it as you like. Thank you, Belle. Now if you excuse us. I'm glad we finally have a lead, but man, am I exhausted. No kidding. You must be especially wiped out after Mariabell told her to you like that. She really didn't like it. I wonder whose fault was that exactly. I have to say, it's rare to see someone not specialized in orbital technology reach her level of proficiency. Are you certain Mariabell is not an engineer? She certainly has experience from her studies, but no, she specializes in business management. As her father's right-hand man, I've heard she's tasked with managing several of his projects. Oh, that's incredible. So, is that what she wanted to hire you for, Elie? Yeah, I do appreciate her offer, but it's just not for me. How about you? About how gung-ho her old man got on us. Don't think I ever heard a speech that intense in person before. I must say it was quite interesting. Humankind will chase after the ideal of justice. He's been teaching me various life lessons through stories ever since I was little. Today has given me even more to think about when it comes to our duties. Yeah, same here. Anyway, we got a good lead to go off of. Let's go to the geofront key from the receptionist at City Hall. Alright, let's get moving then. Justice, huh? Right. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. I wonder if they have anything like new. I doubt it, but you know, hey, one can, one can never be too, what's the word? My words are failing me at this point, but one can never be too sure. Yeah, nothing new here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. Got away from me. Time actually got away from me. You know what's crazy though? I'm actually probably going to actually gonna splice like the beginning of this episode into the last episode, because the last episode was like very short, it was like maybe 30 minutes or so. So I can definitely do that, and this won't be as long, so I'll probably do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but until then, I will catch you guys later for more Trust Sub-Zero. Things are getting kind of spicy, and I'm really enjoying this game. So yeah, catch you guys later.